Imagine you have an exam tomorrow. 1 day left and you studied nothing. You're tensed. You're worried that you'll fail. You look at the time and you realize there's only 1 way left. If you study for 12 hours straight, you can still pass the exam. So you take out your books, grab your pen and you start studying. You're focused. You're just studying. But 5 minutes into the game, you realize one of your hairs fell down. Oh, what? Hair? My hair. Oh my god, my hair started falling down. What if I get bald? Shit, how would I make a girlfriend? Will someone even marry me? So how can I have kids? Maybe I should become a Baba and go to Himalayas. Oh, Himalayas. And then you realize that you just got distracted. Hey, welcome back to the new video. And if you're new here, my name is Tharun and I'm a final year student at IIT Kharagpur. And if you're a student who always gets distracted while studying or who always gets distracted while listening to the class, this video is going to be one of the best videos that you can watch on internet today. Because if you keep following everything that I tell in this video, no one can stop you and you'll never be distracted again. So first things first, if you're just watching this video like a random YouTube video on the internet, lying on your sofa, get your back straight and get a pen and a piece of paper. Like, pause this video right now. I'm going to wait for you. It'll just take you a minute. Get it? So now let's get started with the video. See, I'm 22 years old right now, and being a normal Indian kid from a small town in India, I don't know how many exams I might have given till now. Like, I just realized I spent my entire life just giving exams. From small class tests, weekend tests, entrance exams, competitive exams, placement exams, semester exams, and exams. My life was filled with exams. So in this video, I'm going to talk about everything that I've learned about overcoming distractions from the past 15 years of me preparing for various examinations. And for the semester exams that we have, we usually skip the entire semester and turn on this God mode on and study for 12 hours, 16 hours, 20 hours and still manage to do really good in the exams. So how do we get to sit for such long hours? Well, some students even struggle to sit and study for an hour. How? Now, before we talk about the 6 practical solutions that you can start following from today, let's take a minute and talk about the scientific reasons why we are always distracted and the long-term solutions to it. See, research shows that distraction is not the actual problem. Distraction is just a side effect. The side effect of an overly stimulated mind. This is the reason why attention span of people has come to an all-time low right now. Our minds are not distracted. Our minds crave for distraction. And then we open Facebook or Instagram. And then our mind starts rewarding us for it by releasing extra dopamine. Now, the long-term solution of having lesser distraction is to get our overly stimulated mind to a lower level of stimulation. And how do we do this? Like, simple. Just start dedicating some 15 or 20 minutes of your day and do nothing. Like, just sit idle. Or you can even start meditating for like 15-20 minutes every single day. Like, research shows that you can get your mind from higher level of stimulation to a lower level of stimulation by just meditating for 8 days. So write it down. You're going to meditate every single day for the next 8 days. Alright, so this is like a generic long-term solution. But now let's talk about the things that you have been waiting for. The 6 practical tips to never get distracted again while you're studying. You ready? See, the first one is the simplest one in the list. Make a study space. Make a study space where you can just sit and study peacefully. I've talked about this a lot of times in my previous videos, but I can't tell you the importance of it. So if you just have a place where there are like literally no external noises, like no external distractions, in that case, half of your problems will be solved. So if you have a desk, table, or even a corner in your room, just make it your study space. And while you sit over there, you're not allowed to waste time. You're just allowed to study. And if you ever want to waste time, just get out of the place and then take a break. And then come back whenever you want to study. So that place is entirely dedicated just for studying. And whenever you plan to sit over there and study, you need to have targets. And this gets us to the second point, which is setting targets and deadlines. So imagine you have something to study and you're going to your study space. At that point of time, even before you go to your study space, you need to set your targets and you need to have your proper deadlines set. Like, what are you going to study? How long are you planning to finish it in? And how many breaks are you going to take in between? You need to have all of these things set. See, having these short-term goals and targets is like really important because it breaks down your bigger goals into smaller parts and gives you something small to work upon. And if you do the small parts really well, it just means the entire preparation really went good. Now let's talk about one of the major issues of a modern age student: smartphones. Be honest, how many of you are addicted to your smartphone right now? Like, just go to the comments below and just write it down. Like, right away, write it down. If you're addicted to your phone, just write yes. Are you addicted to your smartphone? I'm saying this because in the next 1 minute, I'm going to solve your problem. And after a week, you'll come back, look at that yes wala comment that you just wrote right now, and you'll laugh because you'll no more be distracted by your phones and you'll no more be scrolling on your phones instead of studying. So here's the solution. If it was 4 years back, I would have easily told you, what's there, man? Just put your phone in some other room, put your phone in a locker and come back and study. But right now, at this point of time, a lot of us use our phones to study. So what do we do about it? Simple again. Modern problems have modern solutions. Have you ever heard about apps which block a certain number of apps for a specific duration of time? You must have. But how many of us use them? Very less. So do this right now. Just go to your Google Play Store and download the Block Apps application. And once you download it, block all the apps which are not necessary while you're studying. And schedule it every single day. I mean, if you have a particular time slot of a day when you usually study, you can use this app to schedule blocking all the applications that you don't need when you study. So in that case, even if you want to use Instagram while your study session starts, you won't be able to use it because they'll be blocked. And sometimes while we are studying alone, we also get distracted because we are not able to understand a particular concept that we are studying. Or maybe you're just stuck solving a problem. At that point of time, if you call one of your friends and ask him for the doubt, you might not even come back to study because you might end up talking about something else. But this is the time when some apps like Philo can really help you. So if you didn't know about this, Philo is the app where students can get connected with topmost tutors in India on a one-on-one private live session and ask unlimited number of questions in just a matter of 60 seconds. You can literally ask any doubt that you have. And if you like a tutor, you can like them, you can put them as your favorite, and you can always get back to them. Some of you who watched my previous videos already started commenting down that Philo is actually helping them a lot. I've given the link in the description. You should definitely check it out. Now talking about the fourth tip, this is like a cheat code, okay? So whenever you're sitting and studying and you get to remember that you need to do something else, just write it down on a piece of paper and do it after your study session gets over. This even goes with the YouTube videos that you want to watch, okay? For example, if your study session already started, but you suddenly want to watch some video which randomly pops up on your screen, in that case, just add it to the watch later and watch it after your study session gets over. Now the next tip is food, sleep and working out. See, a lot of people don't usually talk about this, but if you're eating trash, sleeping late and not at all working out, it would get really difficult for you to start concentrating on your studies. You might be feeling that you're listening to the class, but you're sleeping. You're daydreaming, my dear friend. Wake up, start having good food, don't eat trash, start working out and get some good sleep every single day. Also add in a little bit of workouts in your schedule. I don't mean you should go to the gym and lift heavy weights and all, because in that case, you'll need a lot of sleep and you'll also need supplements. But just add in like little bit of exercises. For example, maybe a 1 kilometer, like 2-3 kilometers walk, or maybe a little bit of stretches, some yoga asanas, whatever it is. Just add in some little bit of workout to your schedule because this will keep you active. So from today, you're doing this. I know you'll forget, so write it down on the piece of paper. Like write it down on the piece of paper which you got. Write it down right now. And the last tip for today is to reward yourself. See man, it's not really easy to study for 8 hours, 10 hours every single day at a stretch for 2 continuous years. So if you're someone who's in that phase, who's able to do it, who's constantly improving, reward yourself. Reward yourself for the hard work that you're doing. It can literally be anything. It can even be a small toffee that you give it to yourself. It's just to thank yourself that you have done a good job and you need to keep doing the same. This will improve your overall well-being and will keep you motivated to continue. So now let's talk about the conclusion. All these tips and all, they do work, yes. But at the end of the day, studying for longer hours and not getting distracted by these kind of distractions is a skill, and the skill needs to be developed. It will take you some time, but you need to work on it. In the beginning, you'll be distracted a lot. You won't even be able to study for like 1 hour straight. But if you follow everything that I told in this video for like at least a week or something, you can improve a lot. I mean, you won't even believe yourself that you actually would be able to study for like 8 hours straight, but you can do it. And I really want you to be at that stage where you'll be able to study for 8 hours straight without any distractions. I want you to fucking rock in your life. So here's the deal. Let me help you do that. For the next 7 days, let's take up this challenge. You would be able to see a piece of paper on the screen right now. I want you to copy each and every term, the entire table on your paper. And by the end of the day for the next 7 days, You need to tick everything that you do. And I want every single person of you to take up this challenge. And if you are participating, just go to the comments right now and type in challenge accepted. You're going to follow this challenge, you're going to take up this challenge, you're going to follow it for next 7 days, and you're going to come back after a week and update that comment whatever you wrote. Got it? This is going to be really fun. Let's do this. You ready?
Microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make it a microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could have played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time, that is